What's up, everybody? It's Mike, and today I want to talk to you how I made over $1,000 in profit today and give you the 3 key things that led to that. Now, I've been seeing so many of these videos pop up all over Instagram. How I made $1,000 a day, how I made $10,000, how I made $800 today. But all of those videos, like it doesn't matter the actual trades that are happening. What is going to allow you to do this is by having these 3 things in place. And so the first thing that you're going to want to have is your position size. Now, on all these trades that I took that led to me making over $1,000 in a day was just simply risking 1% of capital per trade. Now, this is on a $100,000 account, right? So the account was up 1% on the day. Big freaking deal, right? So, but if you also have multiple positions on, that doesn't mean that one trade went up that to generate that 1%. That was 3 different trades that went up that generated 1% or $1,000 overall, right? So if I'm risking 1% of capital per trade, then that means that I could be making 0.33% on one trade, 0.33% on another trade, and 0.34% on that third trade, and I've made that $1,000 in capital for the day. You don't need to risk a whole lot in order to make a whole lot. It's allowing your position size to do a lot of that heavy lifting for you. That's one of the things that we talk about in a lot of the workshops that we do. The second thing is trading with the trend. You always want to be trading with the trend. About 75% of stocks that you see actively trading will trade with the dominant trend of the markets. That's why it's so important for you to know what the major indexes are doing. And by major indexes, I'm talking about the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, the Russell 2000, the New York Stock Exchange, and the Dow. Take a look at all 5 of them across time frames. Look at them on monthly charts, weekly charts, daily charts. This is actually something that we do every single weekend. We do a weekend trading prep deep dive where we're looking at those 5 major indexes and then also looking at other market internals, mainly stocks on the watch list, to see like how things are setting up and breaking out. But by trading with the dominant trend of the indexes, that's going to help you be moving in the right direction. Like if we're in a strong uptrend like we are right now, you do not want to be shorting stocks, right? Like maybe you find the 1 or 2 ideas that end up being fantastic shorts, but the majority is moving up. And if you're trying to short in an uptrend, you're going to end up being the salmon that swims right into the bear's mouth, right? Same thing on the downside. If we are back in February and you're trying to buy stocks as the market is falling down, you are most likely going to get eaten. You want to be trading with the trend of the overall market. And finally, the third thing that helped me make $1,000 of profit in a single day was to have multiple layers of Confluence on the trades that I was taking. So when I am looking at a trade and I'm looking to enter, I'm looking at both the stop loss, right? Like I want to, well, most trades that I'm going to enter, I'm going to be looking for price structure. So let's say that we have this move where here's the chart, you have some price action and price is just trading sideways and then it starts to break out, right? I would want to be making at least 3 to 1 on that trade. So I would measure it out and see, well, based off of this, am I going to make 3 to 1 on that trade? How am I going to measure that? Well, my stop loss is going to be down here. So I would need to say that, well, this section right here, right, that is going to be the equivalent of 1 times my risk, right? Like, so that's my risk, and I will be risking 1 times my risk if I get stopped out down there. So I would want to be making 3 times that in order for this trade to work. Great. So that's the first thing. Then I want to see, well, are there multiple layers of Confluence supporting this price structure down here. So maybe there's some moving averages that are supporting. Maybe there's some Fibonacci retracement levels that are supporting that structure down there. There could be a variety of things to look for. You want to have multiple layers of Confluence for your stop loss. And then same thing with your profit target. Is it at some kind of a round number? Is it, well, what's the Fibonacci extension level? Does it hit with the 1.618? Does it hit with the 2.618? Those are the major Fibonacci extension levels. Is it 20% above the breakout point if you're following CanSlim or William O'Neill? Is it a measured move? Is it some kind of a round number up there? Well, sometimes these things line up. When they line up, that makes for a much better target than if you only happen to have one of those things. And that is what's going to make for some great setups. And it's all those things together that helped me generate $1,000 a day. And it's pretty easy to do, especially when you are trading with a significant size, right? Like if I'm looking at a much smaller account, like let's say I have a $10,000 account and that goes up $1,000 in a day, well, that's obviously a lot more significant. And one of the things that you might want to look at too, as a bonus to everything that we've already discussed, is if you know what your average gain is, and so that's supposing that you are tracking your trades and that you have a journal that you're reviewing, if you know that your average gain is 1% of trading capital in a day, right? Like, so let's say you have your $10,000 account and you've made $100, right? And that's your average, but now it's up 1,000 in a day and you've made 10% on your account in that one day. It might be a sign that you should be taking something off the table, potentially most of it off the table, because you are way outside what you normally do. So those are things to be factored in as well. For me, that's a typical trading day. If this account went up $10,000 in a day, then yeah, I'm probably aggressively selling some stuff at the end of the day. So you really got to know yourself, know your system, and all this stuff goes into your trading system, and that is how you will be successful over the longer term. Now, if you have any questions on any of this we spoke about a lot, please drop it down in the comment section below. I read all of the comments and respond to all of the comments. If you would like to get in touch with me, come to one of the events, go to marrowwealth.com. All the events are listed right there. Show up and we'll be able to talk live. Other than that, I want to say thank you so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate it, and I'll see you again in the next video. Take care. Much love. Peace out.